I just realized that I accidentally deleted one of the parts to my series where I was at the park. So anyway, I was talking about in the first video, the first part, I was talking about how I would go to Mexico and, my uncle, he was pretty well off. And so what continues from that is that my cousins were quite different than I was, growing up, because they pretty much had it all in Mexico. So they were pretty entitled, and they would speak down upon people that, were broke. And they would even say racial comments, because my cousins are like light-skinned Mexicans. And they would say racial comments to like other dark-skinned Mexicans. It's just crazy. But, basically what I'm trying to say is, like, going to Mexico, I would realize how, they're elitist. And they definitely look at status. And, they'll ask you things like, where do you work? How much do you make? How long have you been working there? Do you like it? They're very nosy when it comes to money and status. And that was basically it, And then I'd come back to the United States, where I would work with my dad, and we were out in, millionaire homes, right? Palo Alto, Menlo Park, Black Hawk, Foster City, gosh, I can't remember all the cities, but all over the Bay Area, in these like super, super expensive homes. My dad was a carpet layer, and I remember when I was about 5 years old, he'd take me to work with him, and of course I wouldn't do much. I would just pick up scraps of carpet and stuff like that, and throw garbage away and stuff like that. But I'd witness how my dad would like sew carpet together, wool carpet. And, it's just something that you just don't do anymore. Who gets wool carpet? I mean, I suppose there's still a market for it, but who sews it together? Probably no one. You know what I mean? So, our family here in the US, we were laborers. And I'd go to Mexico, and all of a sudden, my family in Mexico was rich. But you could see the different attitudes that my cousins had towards people, and how my family growing up in the United States was just so humble and so happy to fucking just, be living, right? So anyway, that's kind of what I was talking about in my video. And sorry I messed up the parts. What happened was that I kept running out of space on my phone, and I accidentally deleted the second part. So I ended up doing the third part as these, I don't know, just they're out of order, but whatever. But yeah, so this is part 2 technically. Yeah, bye.